Oh yeah, baby! 2015 was so awesome for me. I became another champion. Yeah, before I was the champion at an old game called Air Zonk. You can read it up. I think I Electronic Game Monthly 45. Problem is, those a-holes never gave me my prices. But hey, it's still cool being called best in the world. That's Speaking of which, I just got this in the mail recently. This has really nothing to do with the video I'm gonna do right now, but hey, I can't not talk about this. Yeah, Raychul Moore, her beautiful calendar. Yeah, so if everybody out there who thought I was gay, nope. But you know, if you're gay and everything and you want to still stay subscribed to my channel, no problem. Yeah, look at that. Let's see if we can make that the thumbnail. Yeah, and no, I'm not gonna show all the art pages either. No, if you want the calendar, go buy yourself. You know, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and you know, and this is how this girl made some money. And yeah, she's a real talented gamer too. All right, so I'm back on topic here. Seeing that calendar is awesome. It got me a little distracted, but yeah, here I'm gonna do a top 10 list about my 10 championships that I got. And I don't know, maybe some of these will surprise you because, you know, I was actually kind of surprised that I was able to get a world championship at some of these games. Like Double Dragon on the Sega Genesis. Very awesome port of the arcade original. I remember playing the arcade way back in '87. You put quarters in it at your local 7-Eleven. It was great. Then you played the home versions on the Sega Master System, original Nintendo, and they sucked. They're horrible. Oh, I know everybody likes the music for the NES game, but no. Those games are just average at best, and we tolerate its bad game design because, hey, it's the best we can do at home. Nope, because this one is almost arcade perfect. Oh yeah, I did it. What's the time? Yeah, another cool beat 'em up on the Sega Genesis is Streets of Rage 2. Now I have to give a very special thank you to #1 Star SB. He actually gave me this game a few years ago. I kept it ever since because it is just so awesome. Gameplay, the action, the music, the graphics, everything about this game is just perfect. It ages beautifully, and it's definitely one of the best beat 'em ups ever made. Streets of Rage 2. Yeah, the thing about my world record is that I'm currently ranked #3 in the world, so it's not a top score or anything. Yeah, and somebody actually has the score maxed out, like one shy away from a million, but hey, I was still having fun playing this. Being ranked #3 in the world, still pretty cool. Okay, but I got the #1 rank in this game, WWF No Mercy, where I got the new record at 29 seconds for the quickest pinfall of an opponent in the exhibition mode. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm the No Mercy World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, you hold a belt here since it's kind of like a wrestling belt. And B, the No Mercy World Champion. It's kind of cool. Yeah, and maybe the W here could stand for wrestling. Yeah, I also became the new world champion at Gyromite. One of the original games I played on my old Nintendo way back when. Yeah, when my parents got me original Nintendo, it didn't come with Super Mario Bros. No, it came with Gyromite and Duck Hunt. And it came with the cool Rob set, so I was happy. But yeah, it also gave me time to master this game before I moved on to other titles. And yeah, ironically enough, I was able to get the world record. Like the previous world record was pretty high, just shy away from a million, but I was able to break a million on this game, get that world record, and become the Gyromite World Champion. Yeah. It's cool to have original Black Box game in my credits. This one's kind of cool too because it's another Sega Genesis game, Lightning Force. Now this one kind of flies under the radar, no pun intended, because you know it's a sequel to Thunder Force 2 and 3, but it has a different name because when it came out here in North America, I think Sega Nintendo saw they had to make a few changes because maybe the Thunder Force name was, I don't know, taken out somewhere and they had to change it. And yeah, instead of calling it Thunder Force 4, they had to call it Lightning Force, and that was kind of confusing. But yeah, make no mistake, this is still a great shoot 'em up. You know, I'll show you the links and everything if you want to, you know, actually check out the 20 Galaxies website to make sure I'm not like full shit or anything. Okay. Now this one is very cool, and I have to thank a lot of the viewers over at 20 Galaxies, like Raychul, Mike, Don, and you know, just everybody, Jeff, Jesse, anybody who actually got this game approved, because originally on 20 Galaxies you couldn't submit Turbo Duo scores, or when you submitted them they had to be on the virtual console and not on the actual Turbo Duo or Turbo CD itself. I wanted to change that, but to do that you actually had to submit a lot of submission points. It's kind of confusing, but once it gets verified, yeah, you can submit high score, and that includes Super Air Zonk. So I got this record by default, but now if you want and you own the game, you can now submit scores on 20 Galaxies. So you know, this one's kind of special to me because I'm an Air Zonk fan. Of course, I love the original. I still have the world record on the original Air Zonk, so it's cool to finally see this game listed on their database. Yeah, new Super Air Zonk World Champ. Kind of cool. Problem is, that's a very rare game. You know, I gotta be careful holding it. It's like a $400 game. Yeah, this one is probably the most boring footage you'll see on YouTube because it's like 4.5 hours. But I completed the entire game. That means all 64 levels. It was very, very, very long, holy. But I got the world record. Yeah, the cool thing about this one is our scores have been going back and forth. I think this guy named Brad, he beat my score previously. I was originally at 21 million, he had 22 million. So I had to really up my game to make sure I got the new world record. And I got 61 million points in Bomberman. And yeah, it's awesome. I even got my copy here autographed by Spider-1A, Chris Bucci of TurboView. It's kind of weird being the world champion at this game because everybody goes nuts for a series. There's fans all over the world, millions of people doing like fan art, and Chris Chan is like going all crazy because they did redesign on Sonic Boom and everything. But yeah, I became the new Sonic the Hedgehog World Champion on the Sega Master System. Now, if you never heard this game on the old Sega, play it. It's great. It's awesome. Like, when I got the world record on this game, I had like a ton of fun doing it. It's a great version of Sonic the Hedgehog. He has some remix classic levels up here, the Green Hill Zone, you know, Scrap Brain Zone, and yeah, I think the Labyrinth Zone. Yeah, I was able to submit fastest time, high score, and fastest time with all 6 Chaos Emeralds. And that's pretty cool. I think that original high score on here got disqualified because they were like using wall cheats and all that. Yeah, my high score 10 didn't do that. So it's current. Yeah, it's a current world record right now, but could easily be defeated in the future. But we'll see. Right now, you're looking at the Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Master System World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, and I got 2 more left. Yeah, these are 2 big ones. The game, if you know me, it's my favorite game on the original 8-bit Nintendo. Just a perfect balance of intense shooting action with cool action adventure elements to it that make it the perfect video game in my opinion. And yeah, I became the new world champion at this game. I beat a previous time of, I think it was 1 hour 3 minutes. I had 1 hour and 2 minutes. So just a few seconds off, but I was able to do it. It wasn't easy either. I had to do like 7 different attempts. You know, being killed off at certain bosses just gave me a certain headache. And yeah, if you want to see this run, you can go on my YouTube page. I don't use any cheats, no emulators. You see the boot up process, me putting the cartridge in the system, using Raychul controller. Yeah, No game genie or anything like that. All legit gameplay, and it was intense, it was hard, but it was fun as hell. And I just loved having that moniker, being Guardian Legend World Champ. Yeah. And how can you top something like that? How can you have one of the best NES games ever made, be the world champion at it, and how can you sort of top that? Well, in 2015, I did. And this score was pretty crazy. I got home from work, I had some time off. I decided, alright, I got a few hours free. Let's see if I can go for a perfect high score. I remember doing this as a kid. Now I'm gonna see if I can record the footage, do the boot up process, sticking the card in the system, turn the power on, and just having a go at it. Yeah, I became the new Bonk's Adventure World Champion. Yeah, and the cool thing about this one, the reason why this is number one for me is because, yeah, it's also a perfect score. Like my Air Zonk score here, it hasn't been beaten in like 20 years, but there's still a possibility that somebody might beat it. With the original Bonk's Adventure here, it's perfect. Just one shy of a wave million. The score is maxed out. You can't go any higher, and that's it. You get the perfect score, and that's, oh man, so cool. It's nice to have the first ever perfect score out there for Bonk's Adventure, so that's kind of cool. I know there are perfect scores out there, like Billy Mitchell has like the perfect score in Pac-Man, and there are maxed out scores out there, but this is my first ever perfect score in a video game, and it's for one of my favorites too. One of the main strays on TurboGrafx 16, and yeah, that's kind of cool. So, Bonk's Adventure World Champion, perfect score. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks again to everybody for awesome 2015. I hope to submit some more scores to Twin Galaxies. Thanks to all the referees that watched that crazy footage. Like that Bonk's Adventure score, for example, was 3 hours long, so it wasn't easy. Yeah, you think you can beat mine? Just head over to twingalaxies.com and see if you can do it. Yeah, no problem. And yeah, thanks again, Raychul, for the calendar. And yeah, thanks again everybody for watching this channel and all that. And here's to an awesome 2016. Okay, and that's it for me. This is the one and only Star Soldier 1, baby. Over and out. Yeah, Bonk's Adventure Perfect World Champion. Woo! That's a go for something, eh? I don't know.